going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Before I crack on with today's transfer update, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Remember, I'm rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the January winter transfer window. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure that you have subscribed. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Finally, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by Manscaped. Remember, you can go and check out Manscaped's link there in the description. You can get 20% off using code JSGC on checkout. Manscaped, very kind enough to send me the new ceramic lawnmower 4.0, a fantastic electric razor for you guys to go and check out, as well as many other awesome products. Go and check them out. Links and details there in the description. So let's crack on with this video. Manchester City very much active in the January transfer window. We've got one story to speak about, but it is confirmation of an official signing, and that is of course an update on Maximo Perrone. Now, as I've been reporting over the last 2 or 3 weeks with Perrone, we didn't know when it was going to be made official. We know that Man City had been working hard in the background to make the transfer happen. We originally were just going to pay the release clause. However, Velez Sarsfield, who Perrone played for, the club came to Manchester City and they said that they wanted to renegotiate the price, so City would end up paying more than the release clause, but it would be done in instalments, so it would save Manchester City registering straight up near £7 million onto their finances. Instead, it will be split into what I would imagine would be 2 equal payments over 2 separate years. £4 million going on to the books for this year, £4 million going on to the books for next year. So Man City end up freeing up £3 million on their books for potential other transfers or wages or staff, etc., etc. So Man City thought, you know what, we'll go for that, and that's why City are paying around £1 million more than what the original fee was going to be. Man City have been working on that in negotiations, and obviously been speaking with Perrone's entourage. They've been getting all the signatures sorted, and they've got everything done and dusted now for the deal. And then was reporting yesterday that it had been described by 2 sources who are reliable, who have been reporting accurate information with regards to these transfers. They've both described it as being complete and absolutely spot on the money there. Fabrizio Romano and also Louis Merlo as well over on Twitter. So absolutely spot on with the transfer. And Manchester City yesterday, about 2 or 3 hours after I'd uploaded and made it official that Manchester City had signed Maximo Perrone on a 5.5-year deal from Velez Sarsfield, so a contract until the summer of 2028, which again we've been reported on in the last couple of transfer updates. Manchester Evening News have confirmed that it is an £8 million fee there or thereabouts. I've heard reliably it's £8.2 million, the fee that Manchester City have paid for Maximo Perrone. He will join up with Manchester City, confirmed by the Manchester Evening News, in February after the Under-20 South American Championships. So the transfer has gone through, all done and dusted. As soon as that competition ends, Perrone will fly to England. I imagine if it hasn't already completed his medical, because it didn't report on the website whether it was pending the completion of a medical or not. It might already have been completed, but I've not heard any sources report that a medical has been completed. It might have, I might be wrong, but if not, he'll fly over to England. He'll spend his first day getting his medical checks and everything sorted, being shown around the City Football Academy, the CFA, and I imagine Manchester City's YouTube channel will be doing behind the scenes behind-the-scenes looks at that. So looking forward to that video. But yeah, he'll join up in February once that competition, the Under-20 South American Championships, has come to an end. It's also been reported that he's going to be training with the first team from February until the summer, and Manchester City are going to assess for next season to see what they see him as, whether he's going to be a player who has a stint with the EDS, whether he's going to be a player that's going to be staying around the first team squad, or whether he's going to be loaned out. Now, Manchester City did think about loaning Perrone out to interested clubs. However, Perrone wasn't interested in being loaned out. He wanted to work with the Manchester City first team squad. He wanted to get used to the facilities, get used to familiar surroundings, and see how he gets on first. That's been reported by Sam Lee of The Athletic, so he will train in and around the Manchester City squad. However, it has also been reported that Perrone is not expected to make any first team appearances for Manchester City this season. Firmly believed by City that it's Rodri and Calvin Phillips that will rotate in defensive midfield. However, should Rodri pick up an injury, I imagine Perrone will be ready to step up and be able to maybe take over some minutes, or what's more than likely is, with how injury prone Calvin Phillips has been with Manchester City and previously, it may well be a fact that if City are looking a bit short in defensive midfield, they obviously will use İlkay Gundogan in that position. But should the worst case scenario come in, then Man City could use Perrone in and around their first team squad. But we've got players like Cancelo and Rico Lewis that can also play in defensive midfield, who right now will be ahead of Perrone, which is why there's doubt on whether he's going to be making any appearances for Manchester City. He might be on the bench maybe once or twice towards the end of the season, and if there's any dead rubbers and there's players injured, or there's important players to be rested, and there's maybe not so much lack of game time, and there's a chance here to get a few minutes out of Perrone, then certainly towards the end of the season, if City are impressed with what they've seen, I'd chuck him in at the deep end and see how he gets on. What's the worst that can happen? I feel like the only way you can get an accurate opinion of how good a player is by putting them out there and seeing how well they can do. So that's what I would do if it was me. City obviously been a little bit reluctant and just been a bit careful with regards to this, and the fact that City wanted to loan him out and he's chosen not to go out on loan, and City are obviously contemplating in the summer loaning him out again. City obviously do see this as a transfer of a player, certainly one for the future, and City want him to go out and get regular first team football elsewhere in Europe for maybe a season or two, get some real good run of games in his legs, and then assess the situation again. But City have invested a fair amount of money here. £8.2 million might sound like a bargain with Manchester City, but if you pay attention like I do to transfers happening here, there and everywhere from around the world, £8.2 million is actually a lot of money. I think might not be exactly to the dot, but it's around the fee that City have paid here for Perrone is around half of the overall transfer spend in La Liga right now, which is crazy. So to suggest £8.2 million is cheap to Manchester City, to Premier League clubs, it is cheap. To everybody else, it is a heck of a lot of money. Into Velez Sarsfield, it'll be a lot of money as well. So big things expected here of Maximo Perrone. It might take a season or two before we do potentially get to see him in a Manchester City shirt. It might even be sooner, injury pending. And obviously he's backing himself. He's confident that he can go out there and potentially even get some minutes before the end of the season. We'll see. He's young, doesn't need to be registered due to his age, so it's of no ache to Manchester City with regards to trying to get some minutes here for Maximo Perrone. But it's done, it's dusted, signed, official, shirt held up. Maximo Perrone is a Manchester City player. Welcome, Maximo. Wishing you the very best of luck at Manchester City for your whole career that you do spend here. Signs £8.2 million and signs on a 5.5-year deal. So there we go. That has been the transfer update for today. Man City's first bit of business in the winter transfer window. The question is, will City do any more bits of business? I'm expecting some out players in terms of loans. I'm not expecting Manchester City to have any major ins or outs, but if things do change, of course, I will keep you up to date, and certainly City will be working on getting things in place for the summer. So while City might not be active anymore in the January transfer window, doesn't mean we're not going to have updates on potential transfers for the summer, and City will be working on that right now. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news every single day, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Pushing for 30,000 subscribers, less than 2k away from that, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description too if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your welcome messages for Maximo Perrone, who's now a Manchester City player. Leave a thumbs up, 300 likes. City have signed a player. Let's hit 300 likes. That would be fantastic. Any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Manscaped. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the premium global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped provide the best tools, equipment and liquids for every body part. They have been kind enough to send me the new Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a cordless trimmer with a wireless charging system, providing 90 minutes on one full charge on the lithium-ion battery. The trimmer has LED lights on the front to show battery life, and also on the trimmer for a more precise shave. Ceramic blades with skin-safe technology are provided to help reduce nicks and cuts. 4 trimmer guard options are also available to customize your hair length. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, allowing for easy cleanup. A new travel lock feature is built in to prevent vibrations whilst on the go. So come and join me and 2 million other men worldwide who trust Manscaped when it comes to keeping yourself clean and tidy. Use code JSGC for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. As already mentioned, you want to go check out the Lawnmower 4.0 right here, unopened, unboxed. You want to go and check it out. Fantastic electric razor. If you want to go and check it out, then the links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGC at checkout for 20% off your basket for all products, including the Lawnmower 4.0. And I'll see you all again tomorrow, religiously, for the next Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.